Magnus Carlsen doesn't just play chess, he bullies you off the board with a smile. In this game against Christopher Yu, he doesn't need flashy sacrifices or a brutal checkmate. Nope. Instead, he tightens the position like a boa constrictor until Yu taps out, probably questioning all his life choices. Carlsen kicks things off with d4, staking his claim in the center like a king surveying his kingdom. Yu responds with f6, challenging White's ambitions and signaling, "You're not getting the center without a fight." White expands aggressively with c4, grabbing space like a conqueror. Yu calmly plays a6, flexible, solid, keeping his cards close to his chest. Carlsen develops with nf3, reinforcing d4. Yu challenges immediately with d5, no backing down today. White develops another piece, increasing central control. Yu plays b7, preparing the castle and keeping things mysterious. A silent storm is brewing. Carlsen plays bf, active, flexible, commitments. Yu castles, basically saying, "Alright Magnus, let's dance." Carlsen fortifies his center. Yu slams c5 on the board. The fight for the center is on. White grabs a pawn. Yu recaptures actively. Material is balanced, but the position is heating up. Carlsen develops smoothly, preparing to castle. Yu snatches another pawn. Greedy or genius, we'll find out. Magnus calmly moves his queen, pressuring c4 and preparing to reclaim his pawn. Yu develops another piece. Central control intensifies. Carlsen takes back his pawn, balance restored. Yu plays 6, making sure there are no sneaky bishop pins coming his way. Carlsen castles, king safety first. Yu plays q7, potentially planning an explosive e5 push. Carlsen brings his rook into play, keeping pressure in the center. Yu develops his bishop, solid, but White has the initiative. Magnus leaps forward with n4, like a knight charging into battle. Yu takes it off the board with f4. Trades are happening, but who benefits? Carlsen centralizes his queen, dominating presence. Yu places his rook on the open file, trying to seize counterplay. White stops any nb4 ideas. Black improves his rook placement, but the walls are closing in. Magnus plays he4. What's this? A kingside expansion. Things are about to get spicy. Yu retreats his bishop, probably wondering what Magnus is cooking. White trades rooks, simplifying before striking. Yu takes back, but his position is feeling shaky. Carlsen claims the open file. Yu plays bd6 solid, but is it enough? Magnus places his bishop in an ideal position. Yu strikes with f5, bold, aggressive, but risky. Carlsen centralizes his queen. Yu reinforces his bishop, defense mode activated. White simplifies the position, classic Magnus control. Black recaptures, but his defenses are starting to crack. Magnus calmly retreats, keeping flexibility. Yu finally breaks through with f8, but is it too little, too late? Carlsen keeps the pressure on. Hitting the queen side, Yu lunges forward with a4. This is his moment to strike. Magnus tucks his knight away, sensing incoming danger. Yu goes all in with f4. Attack mode engaged. White improves his rook's position. Yu moves his queen. Magnus sees everything. Magnus trades rooks, simplifying for the kill. Yu takes back, but his position is starting to crumble. Carlsen calmly improves his knight. Yu snatches a pawn, but it's a last-ditch effort. White regains control. Tries to regroup, but Magnus isn't letting up. White activates his bishop, ready to strike. Yu plays a6, desperation mode activated. Magnus centralizes his queen, aiming for the jugular. Yu jumps in with his knight, trying to stir trouble. Carlsen takes a pawn, closer to victory. Yu trades bishops, his last hope of survival. Magnus takes control. Yu tries to hold the position together, but it's slipping fast. Carlsen's down shots counterplay, classic in-game precision. Yu brings his king in, but he's just delaying the inevitable. Magnus calmly improves his king's position. Yu throws in a pawn move, a move made out of pure hope. Carlsen expands, sealing the deal. Yu desperately checks, but Magnus isn't even flinching. Magnus blocks with ease. Yu's king moves, but where's the escape route? White centralizes the queen, controlling everything. Yu tries one last counterattack, but Magnus is 10 moves ahead. Carlsen dodges and keeps the pressure up. Yu is just moving pieces, but it's hopeless. Carlsen lands a decisive check. Yu's king is forced into a corner. There's no escape. Magnus calmly locks down the position. The end is coming. Yu's counterplay is dead in the water. Magnus tightens the noose. Yu's bishop shuffles, but it's all over. White's queen dominates. Yu is praying for a miracle. Carlsen maintains control, not even breaking a sweat. Yu is running out of moves. Carlsen advances. Yu is completely trapped. White plays a4. The finishing touch. Yu desperately checks one last time, but it's pointless. That's it. Yu resigns. That's how Magnus invented a new type of checkmate. Make your opponent resign before they even see it coming. Magnus didn't need a brutal checkmate. No miraculous queen sacrifice. No flashy fork or devastating pin. Nope, just slow, patient, soul-crushing pressure until you looked at the board, sighed, and thought, yeah, I'm done. This wasn't just a chess game. It was an experience. The kind that makes you stare at a wall for a few hours afterward. So next time you're in a bad position, remember you don't need to get checkmated. You can always do what you did and resign and before it gets really painful.